Dear learners, I welcome you all in this session on trial balance. Well, dear learners, you all might be knowing about journal, ledger, making a balance and then posting the balances from the ledgers to the trial balance. So, today we will discuss how a trial balance is prepared and what are the main objectives of preparing a trial balance, what is its significance. So, these issues we are going to discuss today. Let me explain what actually the trial balance is all about. So, trial balance refers to a schedule in which the balances of all ledger books are assembled into debit and credit columns to check the arithmetical accuracy of the entries posted in the ledger account. So, here this is very important that trial balance ensure the arithmetical accuracy of the entries posted in the ledger accounts. Trial balance is a tabular statement containing a specified date on which it is prepared. Well friends, so while preparing the trial balance, we must be very clear that trial balance is basically a statement which is prepared on a specified date. The balances of all the assets, expenses, losses, drawings, cash and bank account are taken to the debit column, whereas the balances of all the liabilities, incomes, gains, capitals are transferred to the credit column. So, here it is very important to note that what are the balances which are recorded in the debit column of a trial balance and what are the balances which need to be recorded in the credit column of a trial balance. So, here as I have mentioned that the balances of assets, expenses, losses, drawings, cash and bank account are taken to the debit columns, whereas the balances of all liabilities, incomes, gains, capitals are transferred to the credit column of the trial balance. Well friends, this is the format of the trial balance. As you might be seeing here that trial balance of ABC Limited as on ... It means that the trial balance is prepared on a particular date. So, here there are 5 columns. The first one is serial number, then the second one is name of the account, third one is ledger folio, fourth one is debit balances and the last one is credit balances. So, here while preparing the trial balance in serial number, in serial column we will write the serial number and then in the next column name of the account. So, here the name of the account is written, say for example salaries account, discount account, RAM account, commission account, bad debts account, likewise. Then ledger folio. So, in the ledger folio column here the page number of the ledger book on which the concerned account is maintained is written, and then in the next column if that particular account has a debit balance then it will be written in the debit column, and if that particular account has a credit balance then it will be written in the credit column. So, these are the 5 columns and in these columns the particulars are filled up and the trial balance is prepared. Next one is objectives of preparing trial balance. So, now it is pertinent to understand that why actually the trial balance is prepared. The first one is to ensure arithmetical accuracy of the books of accounts, which indicates that the books are free from any mathematical errors and both the aspect of the account are recorded in journal and ledger. So, well friends, as you know that the trial balance only ensure the arithmetical accuracy. So, if the debit column and the credit column of a trial balance tallies, it does not mean that there is no error. There may be errors which are not disclosed by the trial balance. Therefore, it is pertinent to understand that the trial balance only ensure the arithmetical accuracy. It is not the conclusive proof of error free statement, rather it only ensures the arithmetical accuracy. So, in the coming lectures we will study the types of errors which are disclosed by the trial balance and the errors which are not disclosed by the trial balance. Then the next one is to prepare financial statement, as trial balance forms a base for preparing the final accounts at the end of the financial year. So, well friends, you all might be well aware that the financial statements are prepared on the basis of the balances shown in the trial balance. So, it forms a base of preparing the financial statements, because without a trial balance it is almost very difficult to prepare the final accounts. So, with the help of the trial balance, in which the debit balances and the credit balances are given, we generally prepare the financial statements, or what we call is final accounts on that particular date. To act as a summary of the ledger as it compiles the balances of all accounts. So, well friends, as you might be well aware that it acts as a summary of the ledger, because the different accounts which are opened in the ledger, then after a particular span of time or at the end of the year, these accounts opened in the ledger need to be closed. So, when we close the ledger and when we close the different accounts which are maintained in the ledger, then definitely either we will have a debit balance or we will have a credit balance. So, therefore, the trial balance acts as a summary of the ledger, that what are the accounts that have debit balances and what are the accounts that have credit balances. The next one is trial balance is prepared to verify as to whether the totals of the debit column equals the total of credit column. Yes, of course, the trial balance is prepared with the help of the balances, that is debit balances and credit balances, which generally comes from the ledgers, because in the ledgers we open different accounts, and when we close these accounts, then we will have a debit balance or we will have a credit balance. So, if there is a debit balance, it will be posted to the debit column of the trial balance, and if that particular account has a credit balance, it will be posted to the credit column of the trial balance. Well friends, as we have already discussed that what actually the debit balance is all about and what is credit balance. So, in case if the debit side of any account is more than the credit side of that particular account, so we will call it a debit balance. And if the credit side is more than the debit side, then we will call it a credit balance. Next one is causes for the disagreement of a trial balance. Now, dear learners, we will study why the debit column and the credit column of a trial balance do not tally. What are the main reasons of not agreeing the total of the debit column with the total of the credit column of a trial balances. Well friends, you might be well aware that the debit total of trial balance should be equal to the credit total. Sometimes they are not equal and it is assumed that there are some error in the books of accounts, and these errors are not disclosed by the trial balance. So, because of these errors there may be a possibility that the total of the debit column of a trial balance do not match with the total of the credit column of that trial balance. Trial balance will disagree if a transaction is posted in the one side of an account and omitted to be posted in the another side of another account. So, well friends, this may be one of the prominent reason that there is a possibility that that particular transaction is posted in one side of an account and omitted to be posted in another side of another account. Say for example, if the business purchases goods worth rupees 1 lakh from Mr. Shyam on credit, then the journal entry which will be recorded in the books of the account will be purchases account debit to Shyam account rupees 1 lakh. So, here two accounts are affected. The first one is purchases account and the second account is Shyam account. So, here both the accounts have been affected by rupees 1 lakh. So, when we will post the journal entry into ledger, then in the debit side of purchase account we will write to Shyam account rupees 1 lakh, and in the Shyam accounts we will write in the credit side by purchases rupees 1 lakh. So, if we post only one aspect of this transaction, say for example, we write rupees 1 lakh in the debit side of purchases account, that is to Shyam rupees 1 lakh, that is what we wrote is rupees 1 lakh in the debit side of purchases account. But we forgot to record the same transaction in another account, that is in Shyam account we forgot to record in the credit side, that is by purchases rupees 1 lakh. So, here the debit balance of the purchase account will be more by rupees 1 lakh, but as far as the Shyam account is concerned, so here in the credit side of Shyam account we must have written rupees 1 lakh as by purchases, but we forgot. So, here the accounting equation is not solved, because as per the accounting equation both the aspect, that is assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. It means the left side must be equal to the right side, but here because of the mistakes we could not serve the purpose of accounting equation. Therefore, the trial balance will not agree and there will be a difference in the total of debit column of a trial balance with the total of the credit column of a trial balance. Next one is, if wrong amount is posted in ledger accounts, the trial balance will not agree. Yes, this is true that when the wrong amount is posted in the ledger accounts, the trial balance will not agree, because say for example, if you have made totaling of a particular ledger account and say for example, there is a debit balance of rupees 20,000. So, here there is a debit balance of rupees 20,000, but while transferring this balance to the trial balance, unfortunately the amount which was recorded in the debit column of a trial balance was rupees 2000. So, here the wrong amount has been transferred from ledgers to trial balance. So, therefore, the trial balance will not tally. And say for example, first of all we prepare the journal entries, and then with the help of journal we prepare the ledgers. So, here the wrong amount is posted in the ledger account. Say for example, the journal entry which we have discussed just now, that we bought goods worth rupees 1 lakh from Mr. Shyam on credit. So, here the journal entry is purchases account debit to Shyam account. So, here in the debit side of purchases account we must write to Shyam rupees 1 lakh, but instead of rupees 1 lakh, unfortunately rupees 10,000 have been written in the debit side of purchases account, and in the credit side of Shyam account the right amount, that is rupees 1 lakh, was recorded. So, here the wrong amount has been recorded in the purchases account, that is in one ledger the wrong amount has been recorded, but in the another ledger the right amount has been recorded. So, due to the wrong amount posted in the ledger, the trial balance will not agree. Then the next one is, when an amount is posted on wrong side, say in debit side instead of credit side, the trial balance will not agree. Yes, of course, dear learners, when the amount is posted on the wrong side. So, let us continue with this example, that we bought goods worth rupees 1 lakh from Mr. Shyam on credit. So, the journal entry must be purchases account debit to Mr. Shyam account rupees 1 lakh. So, here there are two accounts which have been affected. The first one is purchases account and the second one is Shyam account. So, here purchases account has been debited. Therefore, in the debit side of purchases account we must write to Shyam rupees 1 lakh. But instead of writing this amount in the debit side of purchases accounts, unfortunately the amount was written in the credit side. So, if the amount is posted on the wrong side, then of course the trial balance will not agree. So, this may again be a prominent reason for not agreeing the trial balance. Next one is, sometime a transaction may be posted twice in the ledger accounts. As a result, the total of trial balance will not be equal. So, let us continue with this example, that we bought goods worth rupees 1 lakh from Mr. Shyam on credit. So, the journal entry must be purchases account debit to Mr. Shyam rupees 1 lakh. So, here we must write rupees 1 lakh in the debit side of purchases account and in the credit side of Shyam account. But what happened while transferring the balance from journal to ledger and ledger to trial balance? What happened, that this amount of rupees 1 lakh was written twice, either in the debit side of purchase account or in the credit side of sham account. So, sometimes when such a mistake is committed, then the total of the trial balance will not agree. Then the next one is disagreement of a trial balance may be caused by the wrong totaling or balancing of ledger account. Yes, this is again one of the prominent reason not to agree the trial balance. So, sometimes what happens that while making a total of the ledger account, if we are making a mistake, if we are making a wrong total of a particular account, then the trial balance will not agree. Or what happened that we made the total of the ledger account very right, but we committed a mistake while making the balance of that particular ledger account. So, if there is a mistake in balancing a particular account, then the trial balance will also not tally. Then the next one is, while totaling the figure of the subsidiary books, there may arise some errors that may cause disagreement of the trial balance. Yes, as we have discussed that while totaling of figure of subsidiary books, so if there is a mistake which is committed while making a total of any ledger account or any subsidiary books, the trial balance will not tally. Then the next one is omission to post a ledger balance also cause the disagreement of a trial balance. So, what happens, dear friends, that we bought goods worth rupees 1 lakh from Mr. Shyam on credit. So, here the journal entry is purchases account debit to Mr. Shyam rupees 1 lakh. So, here rupees 1 lakh must have been debited to the purchase account and rupees 1 lakh must have been credited to the Shyam account. So, what happened that either we forgot to record rupees 1 lakh in the debit side of purchase account, or we may also forget to record rupees 1 lakh in the credit side of Shyam account. So, sometimes when we omit or sometimes when we make a mistake of forgetting to record any particular amount in a particular ledger account, then the total of the trial balance will not agree. Then the next one is, if there is a wrong totaling of trial balance, it will not agree. Yes, if there is a wrong totaling of trial balance. So, if we make a mistake of making a wrong total of the trial balance, again it will not tally. Then the next one is, another cause of disagreement of a trial balance may be the error made in carrying forward the total from one page to another. Yes, if there are numerous transactions in a particular account, say for example, in our cash book, there are numerous transactions. So, this cash book is not confined only on one page. It may be spread over 5 pages, 6 pages, 7 pages. So, when sometimes we make a mistake of carrying forward the total, wrong total from one page to another, then again the trial balance will not tally, because we committed a mistake of carrying forward the wrong total from one page to another. Then the next one is steps in locating the errors. Now, the question arises that if the total of debit column of a trial balance does not match with the total of the credit column of a trial balance, then how to locate the errors? So, there are few steps in order to locate the errors. So, we will be now discussing those steps. The first one is totaling of all the subsidiary books and trial balance should be checked carefully. So, here it is pertinent to note that if the trial balance does not agree, in that case we should make the total of the subsidiary books and trial balance very carefully once again. Then the next step is opening balances of all the accounts are properly brought down in the current year books of account. So, yes, so opening balances of all the accounts must be brought down in the current year's books of accounts. So, that must also be checked whether we have properly brought forward the opening balances in the current years or not. Third one is ledger accounts have been properly balanced and the balance of ledger accounts have been correctly shown in the trial balance. So, we must also ensure that the ledger accounts must have been properly balanced and these proper balances must have been correctly debited or credited in the trial balance. So, this we must also ensure. Then the next one is another way is dividing the difference in the trial balance by 9. The error is likely to occur from the transposition or transplacement of figures. So, now we will see what actually we mean by transposition and transplacement of figures. So, transposition and transplacement means the digit of the numbers are moved to the left or right, and the transposition errors, the example of transposition error is if rupees 6418 is written as 4618. So, here in transposition error you might be seeing that the first two digits are 64, but instead of 64 the amount which was written is 46. It means the figure which was on the left side was written in the right side and the figure which was on the right side was written on the left side. So, here the difference is rupees 200 which is divisible by 9, and transplacement errors is, say for example, if rupees 67.180 is written as 6.718, the difference is rupees 60.46 which is divisible by 9, that is rupees 6.718. So, here friends, you might be well aware that this figure is basically completely divisible by 9. So, therefore, if the figure is completely divisible by 9, so here by doing this we can easily locate the errors. If the difference gets divisible without leaving any remainder, that indicates that the transposition of the amounts. So, if the difference is easily divisible by 9 without leaving any remainder, it means there is an error of transposition. Then the next one is to locate certain errors. Current year's trial balance can be compared with the trial balance of the previous year, so that we can just have a look that what were the balance of a particular accounts last year and now what are the balance in the current year. Check if an amount shows a balance which is equal to the difference in the trial balance. So, we must check that if a particular balance of a particular account is equal to the difference in the trial balance. Then the next one is verify that all the balances are correctly posted in the trial balance. So, we must ensure that the balances of all the ledger accounts must be correctly posted in the debit or credit side of the trial balance. Next one is recalculate the balance of each ledger account. So, we must try to see that the balance of the ledger account is properly done. Next one is, if error remains undisclosed, verify all the posting in the ledger from journal, verify all the entries made in the journal from the vouchers available, and repeat the above steps until the errors are detected. So, we must ensure that if we follow the process of locating the errors, then definitely the errors will be located, and once the errors are located, then definitely we need to rectify those errors. So, this was all about the trial balance. So, I am sure that with this discussion the learners might have benefited a lot. So, I extend my sincere thanks. Thank you very much.